Thank you, Mr. Chairman from Illinois and Ranking Member from New York, for acknowledging rural America and for reminding us there are other rural places that are better known for their urban centers. It's good to have an alliance. My colleagues, or my constituents with the North Dakota Rural Water Systems Association would be very proud of all of you. You've done a great job today, and I've felt right at home, even with the unusual accents. But it's a reminder that there are some things we work together on and that are very important. And I won't I won't delay except to tell you that we hear a lot. I hear a lot about the Circuit Rider program from our folks, and I think you raise a very important issue. And I think that it's incumbent upon us now as policymakers and eventually appropriators to look for opportunities to prioritize some of the programs you talked about within the context of the entire Act. And given the constraints, the financial constraints we have, we do have to be a little bit creative, but certainly we can reprioritize. I want to just ask for maybe a little bit of elaboration on one point. I thought the GAO report was fantastic, frankly, and I think that it was. It's nice to see the alphabet soup, as my constituents often refer to it, and see that there's both recommendation, findings, and then response by multiple agencies that have a tendency perhaps to create extra burden by virtue of requiring sort of uniform processes, but not in a uniform way. And so the Uniform Preliminary Engineering Report template, I think, is a great tool. And I think at a time when our constituents really are looking for an efficient, effective government, this is a good example. And I raise it because I wonder how many more times we could duplicate this throughout the system. One of the frustrations I've seen in the last 2 years here is not just with EPA and USDA rural development, certainly. In fact, there are many others that have more. I just hope that we could, as a House, as a Congress, and as public officials at every level, look for more of these types of opportunities where the public can go, wow, that makes perfect sense. Because right now they look at it, and I'm sure you all do, and say, you mean I have to hire the engineering firm to do the exact same thing all over again for another agency and pay them the same? So I guess mainly what I want to say is thanks for that. I will want to be monitoring that very carefully to see how it works out, and I know you will as well, Mr. Gomez, because I think therein lies the nuggets of opportunity to demonstrate functionality of government in a way that people expect of us and that we haven't probably done so well.
Thank you, and we are tracking that, by the way. It's part of our tracking that we do every year because we want to make sure that those agencies are making progress and that it's helping the communities that are in need.
Well, thank you for that, and again, thanks to all of you, and I will leave some time on the clock and and just thank you for being so patient to hang around with me this long. Thank you.
Thank you.
I yield back.